Hello, boss battling tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Ogre Battle with me, BlueAnkylo. So I've redone the second half of this battle in between episodes. It's actually been a few days. I've done some more research and testing for the game in between episodes so I can keep things educational. Video game researcher, that's my professional title. Like I said, I redid a few days of battling, killed everything, and let a few days go by. I think I did better the second time around. I don't think any more cities were captured and lost by the enemy, so our reputation lasted a little bit longer, and I was able to bank a little bit of cash by waiting a few days. I have looked into it. You can't see her right now. But one of the things the Army Rebalance mod has done for Ogre Battle is it actually adds a whole bunch of extra boss attacks, either more powerful or different or more attacks than they normally get in the vanilla game. So I was a little bit caught off guard the first time we fought Deneb, and I'll have to be prepared in the future for some of the other difficult bosses because, yeah, they can lay a wall upon you there. I don't think I've really done anything vastly different with the units, so let's just end this without further ado. Hopefully. Alright, so you guys remember this from the end of last episode, right? She basically asked us out on a hot date, and then we have to fight it out. Like that. So this time, let's lay down some tarot cards, basically. And hope that she doesn't just focus me down and murder me instantly. So, let's throw in, I actually don't have a ton of cards right now. Let's throw in a chariot first. Physical damage should work pretty good because they're, well, she's a witch. She should have lower physical defense than magical. That's okay, not amazing. So what else can we do here? Alright, she actually attacked before the Pumpkinheads got to do their divide your HP in half attack. Well, that was not what I wanted to have happen at all. I didn't even hit her. Alright, you guys just miss. I believe her units are called Pumpkinheads, and they each get a one attack per round. They can target anyone and deal 50% HP damage. Looks like they're just trying to target the weakest, the unit with the lowest HP. See, remember at the end of last episode I said the pumpkin attack misses all the time? That's how I normally remember it. Anyway, that went much smoother. Sorry, Deneb. Had to take you down. I'm sorry. I really am. It's all my fault. I know. Will you forgive me, please? Wink, wink, wink. And leans forward a little bit. You guys know. So, this is a relatively important decision here. She's not a good girl. So if we forgive her, we will lose reputation. And if we do not forgive her, we actually gain a little bit of reputation. There's a couple consequences. So if you do not forgive her, there will be a town on this map that will give you free Pumpkinhead plus promotion items anytime you want. And that will let you turn any Pumpkinheads you discover on this map. Actually, you can recruit them in the mountains. And you can upgrade them to Halloweens. And they get 2 of their Pumpkinhead attacks. So twice per round, they can cut HP in half. Makes them much, much stronger, actually. So that's an option. On the other hand, you could forgive her and leave her alive. She will eventually give you an item that you can give to one of your witches that allows them to recruit pumpkins at a town. Now, you can already recruit them in the mountains from neutral encounters, so that's not special. It just makes it easier. But then you don't get the promotion items for the pumpkins. So if you want an army of Halloweens, probably not forgiving her is easiest. Also, this is good for your reputation. But if you want to recruit Deneb, and I kinda wanna, we gotta leave her alive. So we'll really forgive her. You're so sweet. Now, recruiting her is going to be difficult, I think I mentioned on the last episode, you need to keep your reputation low so that you can recruit her. But then I need to raise it up very quickly to recruit other units. So I'm going to try to do well, we're not recruiting every unit in the game, but I'd like to get Deneb at least, and all of the other good, the good heroes. So before I start the next battle, in fact, I'm going to save this possibly for next episode. We're going to revisit Deneb's Garden, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my plans. So one of the things I decided in between episodes was, you know, I was worried. I did all that alignment farming a little bit ago, a couple of episodes beforehand, and I thought we were going to be overpowered, actually. I was worried that I'd gone too far, and I'd got our alignment up really high. We had 1 or 2 extra levels up for people, and that was going to cause the game to be too easy. That didn't happen. We had a really hard fight on that last battle. So I'm not going to do it at this exact second, but before the next battle, I am going to start using crowns, and then we'll have a couple princess units. The staff we can use soon, and actually the staffs are really, really valuable on these wizards. Once they become level 10, they can promote to mages, assuming you have the correct alignment. And I might actually farm them up 1 more level off of some neutral encounters. That way I don't have to worry about screwing up their alignment right before we promote them. If you remember, I think... yeah, Warren is at the point where 1 more kill on a unit that lowers alignment will mess it up so he can't get his mage promotion. So I just need to get him a level up without him ever getting a kill, and we'll be fine. Similarly, the Phantom needs to lose some alignment, or else he's going to be late to his mage promotion. So I need to get that sorted out pretty soon. The Witches get a promotion at level... I wrote it down, but it's like level 12 or something, and they need to keep their alignment below 50, and their charisma above 50, but it shouldn't be too hard. It's not as tricky as the Wizards. One of the other things I looked up, so what I'm saying is I'm considering doing some more grinding before the next big episode, the next battle. And what I want to do is I'm going to leave these guys alone, like the high alignment units. I'm just going to leave them alone completely. But the lower alignment units, I want to get them sort of set up with low ally so I can get them the promotions later on. Basically so that I save time in future battles on camera where I don't have to mess around a whole lot. I would actually like to get a couple units of ninjas and brutes. I don't have any of them right now. And I figured out a way on my other video, on my other test campaign. So I'm actually going to switch over to that just to show you. So on this is actually a different game. And to prove it, I actually have a different lord. So this time I have the girl lord, and she's got a different special attack. But what I did here was I figured out a way to get brutes with good charisma, maybe not perfect all the time, and ninjas. And we actually needed to clear Deneb's Garden for me to set this up. It's a real tricky thing to do. I had to do like math and stuff. I was researching the alignment formula and the charisma formula. If you just leave it to chance in normal enemy battles, it's really hard to set up. There's some other things that we'll be seeing in the future on the real campaign. This is my test save. So I just figured I'd show you sort of how it's going. It looks pretty awesome, hey? So, anyway, back to the real one that we're working on. So, we're going to go back to Deneb's Garden. I want to revisit the towns, because story. And I also want to show some of the neutral encounters we're going to be using to, or I'm going to be using off camera, to create evil units. Alright, so we need the flyer to save some time. I'm also going to, before the next battle, I'm going to change this unit, because the double griffin seems pretty poor, actually. But we'll go visit some places. I actually think I have not liberated this temple yet. I think I skipped that by accident, sort of. I heard that you forgave Deneb. How could you? She's seduced you with her good looks, hasn't she? Oh, yeah. Well, that's why we had to send my personal unit to deal with her, of course. So yeah, you do get different dialogue depending on your choices. The game is actually pretty good at that, getting different storylines depending on your choices. Across the lake is Castle Zenobia, the center of the Kingdom of Zenobia. That's the next map. In Castle Zenobia is the real Imperial Army, the Highland Forces. Be careful. That's probably a good suggestion. I'm actually gonna... Oh, we'll liberate that place, I guess. I was gonna save it, but it's okay. How could you... Yeah. You've no idea the kind of things she's done. No idea how much we've suffered because of her. Oh, I have an idea. I'm not saying that we should judge people, but still, there's a limit. She's not, like, super evil. She's not as bad as that Rashidi guy or Capella, but, you know, she's not good. But yeah, let's liberate that. We'll get a card, I think. No new items here, I don't believe. I have enough money that I should probably buy a few cures and heal potions at least, but I'll worry about that later. Liberation! So this is sort of just proving that you can do this after the battle is over. And we got the Priestess, which is fine. A little bit of alignment, and it's an okay healing card. It's not super valuable, but it could save one of your unit's lives if you needed it in a clinch. Sometimes I can't stand people. Why do we say one thing to men and another thing to women? Oh, I hear you, brother, I hear you. I'm gonna go send this unit to find some treasure now. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some in this mountain. Whenever you see a little square of grass like that surrounded by mountains, it's a good idea to check. There's 2 buried treasure on this map, if you're wondering. Okay, that's the same message as the other one. I guess they're mad at us for falling head over heels for the lovely witch. Now, unfortunately, we can't actually recruit her yet. You'll understand once we get here, but we actually have to do a quest for her before she'll join. Congratulations! Find out. And we get the Liebel staff. I'm not sure if that's good or not. There it is. Oh, that's a lot of intelligence. So for mages and, well, dull mages, wizards, mages, even my personal unit, that'd be actually pretty good. Not bad, not bad. Better than armor in my books. And the last, there's 2 treasure. Where was the other one again? Just a second. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this little bit of open terrain in the southern area, that's right. There we go. Find out. Paradat. Isn't that a gem of some sort? Pretty sure that's some sort of gem. Maybe some crystal-y sword. So, strength plus 11, that's good. So, hey, we got 2 weapons from treasures. That's a win for me. Much better than random bits of lousy armor. Okay. Ancord used to be a fort in the time of King Zenobia. Would you like to know about the tactics? Oh, just tell me. Every time you fight a battle, your ally may change. If you fight a strong opponent, higher level... The formula for alignment is actually fairly simple. If you're the same level, no alignment change. If they are higher than you, plus... If they are 1 level higher than you, plus 1. If they're 2 levels higher than you, plus 2. I'm not sure if it's linear. It might go plus 1, 2, 4, 8, and then cap at 8. It might go 2, 4, 6, 8. It might go 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't really matter. It's the same thing for if you are a higher level than them, it will decrease by the same rate. Like that. The catch is, and it's kind of complicated, yeah, they don't like you very much if you lose your alignment. But the catch to that is, there are certain enemy classes, or unit classes, that also have a bonus or a penalty, a malus to that alignment change. So if you fight a... Well, we'll talk to Deneb first. Oh, I've been hoping you'd drop by. I've got a favor to ask. Will you help me? You betcha, girlfriend. I'm almost finished my research, but to complete it, I need a golden bow. They only grow in the forest of Diaspola, something like that. Will you get one for me? I'll share the magic with you if you do. That's not enough, you say? Well, as a down payment, I'll give you this black pearl. It's very expensive, so I'm sure it will help. Good luck. And we lose more reputation. Okay, but that's the side quest to recruit her. If we keep our reputation low, below about a third, I believe, she will join us. If we get it too high, she won't. So what I'm going to do in the next couple battles is try to keep my reputation where it is and save a bunch of towns to liberate for after we recruit Deneb, so I can liberate them with a good unit, a good alignment unit like mine. Actually, I'll want one with a perfect 100 alignment average, as well as a unit leader that has a good affinity bonus for liberating, and that will get us the most reputation back possible, basically. Other than save scumming to also draw tarot cards that raise reputation. I probably won't do that unless it's absolutely an emergency. So anyway, we've got a quest. Right, so the Deneb quest, if we complete it, we'll get an item that lets our witches recruit pumpkins, which is nice. But as long as our reputation's low, she'll join. Now, in the subject of alignment and charisma changing, because that's the main theme right now, might be faster if I do it with the griffins. On this map, there are units that you will fight in the grass, or in the forest, sorry. I think we saw one in one of the previous episodes. They're called pixies? I'm hoping I get lucky with a neutral encounter here. They're not, like, ultra rare, but, like, there's no guarantee you're gonna get one on command. So it always makes it difficult to explain when you can't see it happening. But trust me when I say you can fight sprites or pixies or something in the forests on this map. And when you kill them, for one, they're level like 9 or so you got to keep that in mind. Whatever, I don't want to lose any more reputation right now. We'll cover the next section from the edit screen. So what happens is, did I ever recruit one maybe? Oh yeah, I recruited one. Awesome. So sorry, they're level 8. So the level you recruit them at is the level they are on the map. So what's going to happen is, if you were level 8 and you killed a fairy, you would actually lose 1 alignment because they are a good unit. Technically they have alignment of 50, but the game considers them a good unit. There are, in the future, going to be other units that you can fight on maps, or enemy, like not just neutral units, but also enemy, like if you're fighting a, this applies when you're killing enemies, humans as well. So like killing a cleric will also lower your alignment, even if your levels are the same. So that's part of the penalty malice alignment system. There's also another one, and I think I touched on this earlier. So a good example will be someone near the high and low end of the alignment spectrum. So Warren, because his alignment is so low, even if he kills another unit that's level 9, and let's say they have a neutral alignment bonus, it's not a pixie, they're just killing, I don't know, an octopus or something. You don't get any bonus or penalty for killing an octopus. But because Warren's alignment is already so low, he actually continues to lose alignment. Instead of killing a level 9 unit is a neutral, he actually gets eviler. It's like a -2 or 3 penalty at this low. So it gets, basically, he will drop alignment really, really easily. And to gain alignment, he'd actually have to kill something like a fairy that's a way higher level than him. And even then, he'll gain like 1 or 2 alignment at a time. It's very, very difficult for them to go back up. So, like, if I get him to 0 alignment, getting back up to 10 or higher so that he can get promoted, so he's in the correct range, is nearly impossible. So you need to prevent that if you want to get the promotions you want. And it's the exact reverse if you're looking at a high alignment unit. So, like, for me to lose alignment, I would need to kill enemies way, way lower than my level that are super good, I guess. If I was killing holy units that lower your alignment and killing level 1 units, I might lose a little tiny bit. But I have a lot of positive alignment bonus if I do get unit kills, basically. Hopefully that makes sense to you. So anyway, the alignment spectrum is complicated. You have to be aware of the enemy unit class you're killing, your own personal alignment at that moment, and the level differential. Charisma is simpler, which is very good. Someone who doesn't really matter what your current charisma score is. If you kill an enemy unit who is 2 levels lower than you, so if you're level 8, Greg, and you killed a level 6, it doesn't even matter what class they are this time, which is nice, you will get 0 charisma. Nothing up, nothing down. If you kill an enemy unit that's 1 level lower, you get 1 charisma. If you kill an enemy the same level, you get 2. If they're 1 level higher than you get +3 charisma, up to a maximum of +8, I believe. So for every 1 level up, you get 1 charisma, and it's the same negatively. Every 1 level below is -1 charisma. So if I kill an enemy that was level 1 to drop my alignment down, I would also be losing a lot of charisma. And that's essentially the problem I have with turning fighters and Amazons into the evil units. If I let them just kill low-level enemies, their alignment will go down, great, but they'll also lose charisma, and then I can't promote them because they still need high charisma to become various units. The important number there was that the charisma break-even point, the zero gain level, was 2 levels below the alignment neutral point. So if Greg killed the similar level enemy as him, like level 8 killed a level 8, assuming 50 alignment and a neutral enemy, he will gain 0 alignment, but he will gain 2 charisma. So that's the key. You need to be killing enemies within your level or 2 levels below you, so that you'll gain charisma, or at least not lose charisma, but you can lose alignment. And furthermore, you need to be killing units like the fairy, if you're trying to lower your alignment, so that the break point is essentially 1 level lower even still. So like, if you kill an enemy fairy that was 2 levels below you, you would not gain you would gain no charisma, you would lose no charisma, but you would lose a lot more alignment. It would speed up the alignment losing process. Sorry, this is dragging on longer than I was meaning to. My point is, what I'm going to do, what I've learned that I can do is on this map, we can fight. I can just go to the map quickly. I can show it off. If I bring a level 5 unit to this map, and I send them to the mountains, and I seem to prefer these mountains down here because there's lots of room to walk around on them, I can fight. I believe there are griffins and giants on this map that are level 5. So if I'm level 5 or 6 or 7, I can fight them, and I will lose alignment and gain charisma. Then once you're level 7, if you keep fighting, you'll lose charisma, so we need to leave. Once you're level 7, hopefully you're strong enough to go to this map on Deneb's Garden and start killing fairies. The reason we want to kill fairies is because it makes it easier to lose alignment and maintain your charisma. Once we get to level 9 or 10, hopefully by that point my unit will have very, very low alignment and at least positive charisma, in the 60s, 70s at the very least. If I do that correctly, my units will be evil, and I can promote them as I desire. And then I won't have to do it in the middle of a big battle and mess things up and end up with units that are useless in the late game. So I'm going to spend a lot of time off camera on my own, sort of grinding it out. And I wanted to explain it to you guys because it's kind of complicated, and maybe some of you would like to try it as well. But I'm not going to show it because it's going to take a long time. So essentially that's my plan. Is there anything else I would want to finish? Oh! One of the tricks here is when you're doing that, you want to start with a level 5 unit. So you want to find a unit that's the correct level. I don't know if I have anyone at level 7, but if you have a unit at level 7, they will recruit level 5 units, or else you have to do more like micromanagement. Like what I could do is recruit someone at level 9, have them recruit someone at level 7, turn them into a wild man, because you can do that, have them recruit someone else, then you've got a unit level 5, recruit a whole bunch of level 5s, and work with that. But what I was going to say was, how the best way to gain, or to lose alignment without leveling up too quickly, is to have one single unit doing the killing, so that it's not like a group of 5. Imagine a group of 5, like one of my normal squads here. Only one person out of those 5 is going to get the kill and the negative alignment. The rest of the other group, they're all going to get the experience. And if they keep leveling up too much, we'll lose out on our window of charisma, neutrality, and alignment loss. So you want to have a party with just one unit. The trick is, though, that one unit needs to be able to kill a neutral encounter in 1 round. So, basically, you only get 1 chance to kill that unit. If you don't kill them in 1 single round, they've run away and you don't get anything out of it. So, like, to kill this fairy, we needed to do 70 damage in a single round. Most units can't do that on their own, at least not at low levels. So what I'm going to have is another key factor for my farming plan is in Deneb's garden. These are actually not too hard. Hopefully I can get a neutral encounter here. So in the forests, you know, around here and stuff, you can fight those fairies. If you hang out in the mountains, there's 2 other encounters you can have. I'm really hoping I get lucky and get a neutral encounter here. The chances are not great. This is the part that takes the longest, and this is why I'm not going to be showing it on camera. But around here, I don't want to spoil it. I sort of already explained it. But essentially, you can recruit those pumpkin men that we fought in the Witch Deneb's group. Remember the units that drop pumpkin heads? Oh, maybe I got it. And we got one. So if I'm lucky, I'll be able to recruit them. Yeah, excellent. Perfect. That's just what I wanted to do. I even managed to do it on camera. Now, I'll actually want 2 of those technically. But what I can do is I can make a new squad. I'll probably recruit like a cleric to be the leader. The cleric won't kill anything, but I'll make a new cleric because they'll probably get to a really high level doing all the farming that I want to do, and then I'll just delete them later on. But then the cleric can lead the unit. One of the things that's important is ninjas, one of the evil units. They actually can't be unit leaders. They're the only promoted fighter class that can't be a unit leader. So if I want to train up a wizard, or sorry, if I want to train up a ninja, they need to have a different unit that leads it. So I'll use a cleric. They'll just cover the healing. That will that will help the unit not die. Then I'll put probably 2 of these guys. Doesn't matter where you put them. If their pumpkin attack is successful, the enemy unit will lose half of its HP, so the fairy would take 35 damage. Now, 35 damage is enough that one of my units should be able to finish it off on its own. Especially if you have 2 pumpkin heads, and maybe both pumpkin attacks work, and you get their HP divided by 4. Then one little ninja could easily finish it off. Okay, I'm not going to go on any longer than that. I'm sorry we didn't get any more progress this episode, but I wanted to get this out, and I wanted to sort of explain why I was going to do it. The next time you see me, we should have... My plan is to have 2 units of evil guys. At least 2. Maybe 3 if I feel like I really want to let it go. And I'll be able to use those evil units to defend my good units during the night. Like, the problem we had in Deneb's garden was the good units kept getting pushed off during the night because they couldn't deal enough damage, and our cities were getting stolen. So I can team them up to have a good unit and an evil unit, and I can spread them across my cities and have the evil units fight at night, defending towns, and the good units defending them during the day, because I've already explained how alignment works for dealing damage. And that's also fun, because then I'll be able to show off some of the other unit types that you can't get with high alignment. Alright, I think that's it. Oh, one last little thing, because I was doing research. If you're playing Ogre Battle Vanilla without any mods, without the patch, your evil units still require 50 charisma to get promoted to the evil unit ninja or brute. And in fact, they require like 70 charisma for the second promotion after that. Which is very difficult because you need like 0 alignment for a ninja master and still like 70 or 80 charisma. Now, for a knight turning into a paladin, that's not a problem because you'll generally gain charisma and alignment at the same time if you're trying to raise it. But losing alignment and gaining charisma, like I was explaining, is very difficult. But the reason I'm saying this is my patch, I looked at the numbers, it's actually made the charisma requirements lower for evil units. So I'm actually not going to have as much problem as I thought I would have. The requirements for the witch is still 50 charisma, which is tricky. But the requirements for ninjas and brutes is more like 30 or 40. And their second promotion into evil, whatever it's like Death Knight or Dark Knight and Ninja Master, they only require like 20 or so charisma as well. Although they need very low alignment. So I guess my point is, I'm actually going to have an easier time than you might if you're playing along. But if you follow my guide that I sort of tried to explain, recruit at level 5, kill giants here until you're level 7, and then travel here and kill fairies until you're level 9 or so. If you do it properly, you will definitely get units that are like this. And you'll have 100 charisma, 0 alignment-ish, depending on your luck. And I think that's pretty awesome. So, there you go. This is my proof that I can do it. Now I'm going to have to go do it on my main save rather than my test save. Alright, folks. Next time, I promise, we'll go to the slums of Zenobia, which is going to be an exciting battle. This is a really tough one. Well, it's a big battle with lots of enemy units. And we're going to be prepared. We're going to have some holy units, some evil units. I'm going to rearrange the griffin and flyers a little bit. And I'm going to probably promote people with the crown. So we'll have some cool new stuff to show off next time. So thanks for listening, and I hope you're pumped for the next one. Just give me a couple days of personal time to get this all set up. It's going to take a while. Alright guys, see you next time. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have any questions about my my strategy here, my alignment losing strategy, I can try to respond to them in the comments and clear it up for you if you're interested. Alright folks, have a great day. See you next time.